DRDO's Electronics and Radar Development Establishment had invited bids in February 2021 for the assembly, delivery and installation of 5-meter reflector antenna for XRSAM air defense system that will be used for electrical and functional testing as well as field trials. The DRDO had placed the order for 5-meter reflector antenna to the private sector firm Lotus Antennas and Microwave Technologies in July, and the company is expected to deliver the antenna in January 2022. The DRDO had also started tendering process for a truck-based skid-based telescopic mobile mast system in March 2021 that will incorporate the elevated radar antenna of the XRSAM. The skid-based telescopic mast system will be 30 meters in length when expanded, and will weigh around 27.5 tons, and will carry a low-altitude acquisition radar that is effective in the mountainous terrain and heavily forested areas. The developmental trials of the XRSAM will begin in second half of 2022, and it will have a range of 350 kilometers for fixed-wing aircraft and a 250 kilometers range against maneuverable aircraft and low-flying subsonic cruise missiles, and will supplement the S-400 in neutralizing targets beyond its airspace. ALPHA-ELSEC, the Indo-Israeli joint venture of India's Alpha Design Technologies Private Limited and Israel's Elbit Systems, has bagged a 100 crore rupees order for the supply of more than 100 units of the Skystriker loitering munition from the Indian Army. The contract has been signed under an emergency purchase, and the delivery will be completed in the next 18 months. The infrastructure is already ready, and Elbit Systems will now provide transfer of technology through a follow-on agreement. The Skystriker is a fully autonomous unmanned aerial system that is powered by electric propulsion, which offers a minimal acoustic signature for covert operations at low altitude. The Skystriker has a range of 100 kilometers, and it can reach a distance of 20 kilometers within 10 minutes, and upon reaching the target area, the UAV can loiter and pursue the target for 2 hours with a 5 kg warhead, or up to 1 hour with a 10 kg warhead, and strikes only after getting clearance. The Indian Ministry of Defense and US Department of Defense have signed the project agreement for air-launched unmanned aerial vehicle under the Joint Working Group Air Systems in the Defense Technology and Trade Initiative. The project agreement outlines the collaboration between US Air Force Research Laboratory, Indian Air Force, and the DRDO towards design, development, demonstration, testing and evaluation of systems to co-develop an air-launched unmanned aerial vehicle prototype, and this is seen as a significant step towards deepening defense technology collaboration between the two nations through co-development of defense equipment. The Indian Air Force has signed a 150 crore rupees contract with Zen Technologies for an anti-drone system that uses a hard kill mechanism to counter any hostile drone, while another Indian private sector company, Garutvaaa Systems, will be supplying drone guns to the Indian Air Force worth 8 crore rupees. Officials have said that these orders will have a multiplier effect on the Indian micro, small and medium enterprises ecosystem, and these indigenous products have a very high export potential to friendly foreign countries. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval will commission India's first satellite and ballistic missile tracking ship INS Dhruv on 10 September. The 10,000-ton ship has been built by Hindustan Shipyard in collaboration with the DRDO and the National Technical Research Organization. The ship can scan various spectrums to monitor spy satellites watching over India, as well as monitor missile tests in the entire region, and it also has the capability to map ocean beds for research and detection of enemy submarines. A number of Israeli companies engaged in the fields of armor, ergonomics weapons and control systems are competing in the Indian Army program to upgrade 811 BMP-2 infantry combat vehicles by equipping them with more powerful engines, modern fire control systems, a thermal imaging sight for the gunner, a third-generation panoramic sight for the commander, and an automatic target tracking system with night fighting capability. The potential Indian vendors would be permitted to enter into collaborative agreements with overseas original equipment manufacturers for the project, and will have to produce a retrofitted prototype by 31st of July 2022 for user trials with the Indian Army. The Fire and Fury Corps of the Indian Army has carried out an integrated maneuver and firing exercise using tanks, infantry fighting vehicles and helicopters in the Ladakh region. The exercise was carried out in super high altitude areas close to 15,000 feet, and the operational preparedness was reviewed by Corps Commander Lieutenant General Menon. The Pakistan Air Force has reopened 2 air bases in POK that are only 100 kilometers from the Indian base. The reopening of 2 air bases so close to the LOC might relate to the Balakot strike in February 2019, when the Indian strike package went and came back without even being challenged by the Pakistan Air Force.